This is a job hazard analysis form. This is a form created for post-construction clean. What it encompasses is just going through the form itself: job title, job site, job location, job analysis, name the person actually doing the analysis, the date of that analysis. This is maybe a walkthrough of a particular site, or a walkthrough why the work is being performed, to pick up any potential hazards that may be visually seen or anticipated. And so we've kind of created this form for post-construction clean, and it's divided by task number and then the sequence of events. Though you can even break these sequence of events down even further, we just captured about 8 here. In number 1, you can see the post-construction clean starts with a visual survey. And this walkthrough is where you're just confirming the scope of work, site documentations with pictures, walk the built work, visually survey each space, and chart a written sequence map, right, as which work should be done first based upon the scope of work. Potential hazard types. In this column, you're going to list those safety hazards that are recognized by OSHA and other safety organizations, such as a safety hazard, physical hazard, or ergonomic, whether it's chemical or workload hazard. There's some other hazards that are in there in terms of type. But what you are kind of keying on as you go into the hazard description, if you cite or see a potential hazard type in that sequence of events or according to task, then you want to list that hazard description so that the team is aware and able to prepare to prevent a potential hazard. So you'll see in the hazard description where we're talking about slips, trips, and falls, the description of the hazard that was identified in potential hazard types for the sequence of event and task number. And then hazard control, the next column, are those preventive measures that can be taken based on the hazard description and the hazard type, right? So that is the kind of like the breakdown of the job hazard analysis form, and there's more columns and more details that you could put into a form of this type. When you are composing your hazard assessment or a hazard assessment checklist or a job hazard analysis, it can include all types of the assessment versus the analysis, all types of areas, like the general work environment. Are all the work sites clean and orderly? Are the work surfaces kept dry, or appropriate means taken to assure the surfaces are slip resistant? Personal protective equipment. Are protective goggles or face shields provided or worn where there is danger or flying particles or corrosive materials? Walkways. Are aisles and passageways kept clear? Floor and wall stairways. Are floor openings guarded by a cover, guardrail, or equivalent on all sides? Stairs and stairways. Are standard stair rails or handrails on all stairways having 4 or more risers? Exiting or egress. Are all exits marked with an exit sign and illuminated by a reliable light source? Are doors that are required to serve as exits designed and constructed so that the way of exit travel is obvious and direct? Any elevated surfaces? Are signs posted showing the location of the elevated surface? Hand tools and equipment. Are all tools and equipment in good condition? Are hand tools reconditioned or replaced as necessary? Portable power operated tools and equipment. Are grinders, saws, and similar equipment provided with appropriate safety guards? Are those who operate the equipment trained in their use? Is there a training program to instruct individuals on safe methods of machine operation? So those are just some of the questions that you could ask during a hazard assessment to test and try different areas. And those questions can be as short and as long as necessary as the situation calls for. Then moving into the job hazard analysis, those questions become action items for prevention. Then you can put prevention methods in place to make sure those items on your hazard assessment are addressed appropriately.